Welcome to day 8 of the 30 days AI automation challenge. So today we are going to be dealing with some of the connections that we will need going forward. So two things. Number one, how do you connect to your local host? Some of us are using Docker. So how do you get your Google credentials that you can use on Docker, and even when you're building in the cloud and you need the Google credentials? That's one. Number two, how do you get your OpenAI key? Some of you have been complaining that when you try the link publicly, it wasn't responding. Yes, because you've been using the free n8n OpenAI keys. For you to use it publicly, you need to generate your own OpenAI keys. So those are the two things that we are going to be doing today. But first, let's start with the Google, how to get your Google credentials. So the first thing you need to do is to go to console.cloud.google.com, or just go to Google and type Google Cloud. It will take you there and you will land there. So when you get there, you sign in, of course, using your Gmail account, and you arrive somewhere here. So if you've used it before, you will see probably your most recent application here. But if there is none there, so you click here, then I'll be able to create a new project from here. So choose a new project on the screen and give it a name. So I'm going to give my n8n local, give it any name, and then create. It's better you take a pen and paper and you just write down the steps, so that next time you want to do the same thing, you can easily follow the steps. All right. Look at it here. It says create project n8n local. Give it any name. So let me select that project. So I've selected the project. It's now showing me you are working in n8n local. So what do we need to do next? What we want to do next is to come to these three navigation menu here, click on it, and scroll down to APIs and services. From API and services, you come out and select credentials. So from API and services, trace it down, come to credentials. So click on credentials. It will open up this page for you in credentials. So this is where you are going to be creating your credentials. So at the top here, you have create credentials. So select it and choose old client ID, because that is what we need to drop inside our local host Google. We need that for the Google connection, right? So create old client ID. So select that, and it will open up this another page. Then you can configure consent screen. So just follow the steps. Click on configure consent screen, and it takes you to branding here. So just click on get started, and then give your application a name. So I will still use n8n local, and the support email. This is probably going to be your own email. Then click on next, choose external. Who are going to be your audience? You want external, right? Then click on next. The contact information is still going to be your mail. It's going to be your mail. Click on next and then finish. I agree to the policy. Read the policy, continue, and create. So we have created a client ID here, but we are not done. Okay, we are not done. We've just done the client ID. We still need to create the O authentication client. So click on it. The O authentication client is asking you for the application type. So choose web application. The name, I still want to use the same name. So from here now, we will leave this page and go somewhere and then come back. This is why I said it's better you take notes, because these steps are kind of confusing if you're not careful. So we need to add an authorized redirect URL here. We need to add this URL, but we don't know the URL yet. Why? Because what we have in the Docker localhost, you will see localhost something something, and you won't be able to connect using that. So we need to generate the authorized redirect URL that will work with our Google Cloud credentials. So to do that, we are going to be using render. So you come to render.com. You're going to still use a free service for now, but by the time you get to production, you have a client that you want to build something for, you might want to subscribe and use something else. So sign up in Render. Just do get started for free, and then of course you can use your Gmail account or any of your accounts to sign up for free. So when you sign up for Render for free, you want to create a new web service. So on your screen, you will see different services: static, web, private, and so on. So you are creating a web service. So choose a web service. And from here, the source code is going to be existing image. So from the existing image, you want to type the Docker image URL here. So deploy an image from a Docker registry. Don't forget, we want to use the Docker and then still be able to connect to our Google Cloud. So you are going to type this exact image URL that I will read out now. So you are typing Docker, okay, dot n8nio, docker.n8n dot io, sorry, dot io, docker.n8n.io forward slash n8nio forward slash n8n, okay, dot, you'll get this in the newsletter, docker.n8n.io forward slash n8nio forward slash n8n. That's what you put in there and you connect. So this way we have created the web service for Docker. So from here, you don't even need anything here, all right? So just come here, choose free. With the free, you still have 512 megabytes as RAM. So let's choose free and deploy web service. So let's deploy the web service. Just wait for a few seconds, allow it to deploy the web service. So it has deployed the web service here. And here, look at what we have here. We have a new URL here that we can now use to configure Docker so that Docker will recognize whatever we are doing here. So let me allow it to still start the service and complete whatever it's doing here. So we have deployed that, but we still need to do something. So let's come to environment here. Come to environment and then add variables. So you are adding new variable. For the first variable, we are writing webhook underscore URL as the key. And the value is going to be the URL that we have here. So I paste it, add another variable. This time around is going to be VUE underscore APP underscore URL and the same value. So you put the same value and then save and deploy. So save it and deploy. Then wait for it to deploy. Updating environment variables for service, triggering the deploy. So just wait for it to finish the deployment. You can monitor that from there. So once that is done successfully, that URL that n8n give us, if you come here and run it, it's going to load as if you are just installing n8n on your Docker. So let's just wait for that page to come on where you will need to sign up again as if you are just doing it for the first time. The essence is for the redirect URL to now change to this new one on render. Look at it now. As if we are just signing up. So I'll put my name, password. Then it's going to ask those questions again, as if um, as if I'm just installing it for the first time. All right, so it's asking us those questions again. Let me just choose something randomly here. And send me a free license key. We've done this before. So now we have successfully integrated that on Render. Don't forget the journey started from Google Cloud. So if I go back to start from scratch now and try to add anything that has to do with Google, see my URL now. It's no longer saying localhost column 5678. It's now using that on render. That's what we've been able to do. So let me put sheets here now, and then just anything from Google, then create credentials. If you come to create credentials now, look at the O authentication redirect URL. Initially, it was localhost that was there. So what we went to render to do is to change this redirect URL. Now copy it and go back to Google. Don't forget the journey started from here. It was this redirect URL that took us to render. So we'll paste it there since we now have it, and then we'll create, and we are fine now. So when you create it, it will generate your client secret and also your client ID. So if I copy the client ID from here, I'll come back to it will generate here and put the client ID. Then I'll also come and copy the client secret here and put it inside the client secret. Look at what we've done. You notice there is no sign in with Gmail here yet. It's not there yet. But by the time you do that, see what we've done, it's still saving. It will now add the sign in with Google here, and you can now sign in. So that way you will be able to use it here. So let me just close it. We need to add one audience here to test. So add a test user and supply your email address. Supply your email address and save. So save it, and you can now come back here and test it here. So let me just refresh everything here. Since you've created this, next time you need it, just come to clients here, and you will see your authentication here. So this is still our client ID. Copy it, come back here, put the client ID, and the client secret is here. Copy it and put it there. Okay, good. Look at it now. You can now sign in with Google. So this is how you log in using your local host. So see, I can now log in, then I can do all those things that we've done before. All right, so continue, verify this app. I verify the app, and then I can now connect using the local host. See, connection successful. That is the first thing that I said we'll be doing today. And that has been saved here, Google Sheet Trigger account. So next time I need it, I'll just choose this for my Google related connection on my local host. The second one briefly is for the OpenAI keys. Okay, so just go to platform.openai.com. Come to platform.openai.com, and then you log in using your OpenAI login credentials. So you do that here. And what do you want? We want to create API keys. So you can come to the dashboard here. From the dashboard here, you will soon see the API keys here. Look at it, API keys. You click on it, and you can create a new secret key. So if I click on create a new secret key, then you give it a name. Let me just put n8n here, and then you create the secret key. So it is that secret key that you can copy. So next time you come to your anything and you need to configure your OpenAI chat model, you will be able to see I have collected mine, but let me redo it. Create new credentials, then you will paste the OpenAI key here. I've pasted it, and that's all, and just save. That way I am using my own OpenAI keys. Note, you need to pay for the API keys separately. Even if you are on paid version, you still need to do this separately. So those are the two things that we want to do. So try and connect your Google Cloud account to the local host, and you can play with your OpenAI keys. So just test run everything that we've done so far from day 1 to day 8. Day 9, we'll go back to building different workflows. This time around, we're going to be building advanced kind of workflows. So keep engaging, keep working. See you tomorrow.